basking in the success of Daniel's parachute the other day, he's opted for some more traditional cycling clothing today.
Oh, don't. I'm embarrassed enough as it is.
Well, the old police escort started a little sooner for us today, even before we left the hotel. Came out of the room and pretty much police officer standing there asking about our plans and what we're going to do. And
felt under house arrest.
yeah, I think maybe in the next town they might issue us with ankle bracelets. But they're on our tail now. Don't really want to film too much of them, but yeah, it's pretty invasive. It's all apparently there for our safety, and they really wanted us to go a different way through town than the one that we chose to take. And the only conclusion I can reach on that is that that was the poorer neighbourhood, and they didn't want us to see that and, you know, go back to the UK with reports. But everybody we saw in that neighbourhood was really friendly, actually more friendly than people we'd seen in other places, so I'm really glad we saw it. We've got a police escort all the way today on the way to Luxor, and just stopped off for a snack. We had to stop at a checkpoint. We tried to stop at a shady spot further back, but they didn't allow us to stop there, so we had to keep going. And they put us in here because we basically kept away from the local people. There's some guy that was trying to come in and just talk to us, and he spoke the best English out of anyone around here, but we're not allowed to speak to him. I think are they terrified of us starting a revolution or something? Really interesting. Don't know what the motive is for them to separate us from the locals like this. We're just rolling into Luxor now. We've had a really nice day, just tapping it out really today. About 65 kilometers, the entire length of which was with the police. But we're in Luxor now and it looks really built up. And as somebody along the road said, Luxor is civilization. So let's see.
We were outside the mosque in Luxor and somebody approached us who said he was the Imam of the mosque and offered to show us around. So we took our shoes off and took him up on the offer.
For all people blood are Muslim, Christian, Jew, only one father, one mother, Ida, Adam. But why in the God to give a change for this? In the God, look in the face, look in the heart. If you go here. This is the answer before 250 years. People come to Moscow from here. Wow. In the temple down, money house to live there. When you look in the temple down, all the house go to outside. But in the mosque stay for Sufi too. If you
This is the mosque. It's been built into the old temple.
Not strong, but 800 years.
This is an 800-year-old tomb in the centre of the mosque. So people sort of focus their praying around this. You can still see some of the old walls of the 4,000-year-old temple.
Good?
Yeah, good.
Very good.
Nice time.
Thank you, Abdul.
Have a nice time.
Thank you.
If you can give it something for me, thank you.
So Dan, did we just get ripped off by the Imam of a mosque, or was that not actually the Imam of a mosque?
It was questionable, but I think we just got ripped off by the Imam.
So this guy was kind of lurking outside the mosque and he was like, I am the Imam here, I can show you around and come and take photos, and then, you know, the usual baksheeshed sort of shows up towards the end of the visit. We've got to give money to the orphan children, and then there's more money, but
more money for him to
the money so,
for the,
yeah, it's like they think of 2 or 3 different things, don't they? They're like, this money's for the kids, but now okay, now you tip me as well. Sort of
now
thing.
it's for the temple, and now it's for Friday.
Yeah. Would an imam Any Muslims, please comment
Yeah,
below.
please.
Would an imam ask for a tip? And would an imam kind of make you feel awkward enough to increase your donation by two or three folds for the orphan kids, which we did?
Please,
What do you think?
help us.
Here's the outside of that mosque. You can see how it's built straight into the temple. The temple's 4,000 years old, and the mosque is about 800 years old. And that's the River Nile just over there.